Now you've done a general physical preparedness stage, you've done a hypertrophy stage. What do you want to do now? You could go back to general physical preparedness if you wanted to, if you felt there'd be some benefits to doing that again. You could continue with your hypertrophy if you feel like you're getting some gains. But if your eventual goal is to actually get strong, you might choose to move on to a specific strength phase. And if your goal is strength, then I'd recommend that. So I've gone to a tried and tested go-to training system called the 5x5. Now, it's a very popular training system for increasing strength, and it's really, really good for beginners as well to this type of training. If you haven't done any sort of specific strength training before, so you might have done some hypertrophy type training, but not strength specifically, then this is a really good introduction to it. Now it focuses on 4 lifts basically. We've got our squats, our bench presses, our deadlifts, our overhead presses, and our bent over rows, which is 5 lifts. We divide those up into 2 workouts. So workout A is we squat, we bench, and we deadlift, and that is it. But we do 5 sets of 5. So I'm going to talk through it. So let's say you come into the gym on a Monday and you hit workout A. You're going to do 5 reps of squats of a heavy weight, something that feels, you can get the 5, but it's a heavy weight for you. It's more than what you're used to lifting at hypertrophy. You're going to have a minimum of 2 minutes rest, and you're going to repeat that until you've done 5 sets. Once you've done that, you move on to your bench press. You do the same again. You do 5 reps, you have a minimum of 2 minutes rest, and you repeat that until you've done 5 sets. So you follow this 5x5 until you get to the deadlift. And with the deadlift, you just need to do 1 set of 5. Now you're probably thinking, well, why? Why do you need to do 1 set of 5? Well, the deadlift it's a massive exercise. It works the entire posterior chain. It's extremely taxing on your central nervous system. Because we're probably going to be hitting this once and sometimes twice a week, 1 set is usually pretty adequate for that one. So we've got 5x5, 5x5, and then just 1 set of 5. Now, you don't just have to do those 3 exercises. Probably those 3 exercises is enough, but if you wanted to, like we've done in the past, if any of you guys have seen my hypertrophy training video, you can then add on some assistance exercises. So some exercises that are going to help boost these big lifts, or some areas that you think need a bit more focus. So you might add on some multiple sets perhaps for your core. Some wood chops, some planks, some Russian twists, some hanging leg raises, something like that. Some anti-rotational holds. You could add that, or you could decide actually no, you want to focus on the arms again. So you're going to do a little bit of some isolation work on the arms. So that's a typical format. Now workout B is going to be starting with squatting again. So why are we squatting again? We squatted here. Why are we squatting again? Well, the idea being is squat is really important. There's the carryover from your improvements from your squat into sport and everyday life is huge. Get loads of benefits from squatting. So if it's important, do it lots. So that's why we've got squats in there twice. So this was a Monday. Let's suggest this is now a Wednesday. So you come in on Wednesday, 5x5 on the squats, 5x5 on an overhead press, then 5x5 on a bent over row. You could just call it a day, that's it, that's that workout B. Or again, we could add something to focus on. So we could focus on the core again if you wanted. Or this is where we might decide to stick in some arm work. So maybe you felt that your biceps needed a bit more work. You could stick some dumbbell bicep curls in there. Now the focus is to get better at these core lifts basically. So we're focusing on getting strong. And that's your 5x5, a really popular training system for getting strong.